morning, Justin, EquinEdge. It is morning still here, West Coast time. I think post time, 35 minutes. I have baseball practice in 15 minutes. So thanks everybody for being here. It's been a busy week, I would tell you all. I'm coaching basketball, coaching baseball, trying to handicap. My day job's crazy, I'll tell you. It's absolutely insane. So, but I got to be here with horses. We're back at Fairgrounds. Great card today. We're going to talk a lot about early price. I like a bet later. So it's a really good card. Great racing today. Gulfstream Park has a big card, right? Santa Anita, Aqueduct. There's great racing all over the place. Hey, Gary, thanks for being here. Oldie and Scotty covered a lot of those stakes. I did not look at any of them. I will tell you because it's been too busy. Predominantly just looked at Fairgrounds. So that's where we're going to start. The first race here, it looked like 2-horse race to me between the 3 and 8. I think you could play the exacta here. I'd probably put the 3 on top. I think Don Corleone can win. I mean, this is not, these are the 2 horses that have the experience, but, on the front end should get the lead. This is slightly easier. Sprinting on the turf. I thought the 3 had a big look, but I think the 8 has a look too. You can see the morning line there. Proton Spirit, has some experience, also dropping an SOR. I think the thing here, though, for Giddings just gets back to the turf sprint was the big thing for me. So I think that's at this level. It did look like a 2-horse race there. I think you can play the exacta. You could probably, Dutch it or play it both ways. Race 2, we've played Roselba the Wicked both times that she's run. And I've talked about her both times. She lost. We caught her at 5-1 in the first race, and nearly she won. It was an amazing price. And then she went off as the favorite last out. Tired on the lead. Did have, I would say, some pace pressure going 8 furlongs. So they went 2 turns there. Now cuts back to 6 furlongs. This is, I would say, an easier group. I think she could be a single for sure. There is some other speed from the 1. And the only upsetters I see are the 3 or the 6, and we'll talk about it. But I like her on top. I think she does win. I think you could play the exact underneath with, I think the 3 or 6 could also hit there. You could play the trifecta. So, but you look, and I mean, she's been facing tougher 58 SORs. I mean, these races did come back tougher than this group. So, she is finding easier. She did lose last as the favorite. I wouldn't say she necessarily burned money because, it was much tougher. But, today if she loses, that'll be rough. But I think she is going to be tough here. The 3-horse is second time out, maybe could improve here for Calhoun. You can see the jump in the win percentage. So at a price, I think that she also fits underneath. And congrats Cadet for Justin Gensone and J-Love. I think she looks like she's ready to run, I would say, just based on work pattern and a little bit of video I've seen, but I think I see her underneath. That's why I like Roselba the Wicked on top, but I do think she can run as a firster, and so it'd be something to watch there. But I like Roselba the Wicked. Race 3, I thought this was between the 1 and the 5. I think, I'm trying to get around the 3. I like the exacta here with the 1 and the 5. I really don't have a preference on either one. The 5 going to go off Brunch Punch as the favorite for Brad Cox. Big dropper coming out of Oaklawn Park. 66, 68 SORs. Was the favorite last out and lost, but that was 10 points higher. Oaklawn at Fairgrounds. Now he ship over here, still protected. Florent Drew rides. I think this horse has a look. I didn't think necessarily really show much at Oaklawn. I asked Oldie, like, hey, what do you think? And he didn't have any notes or anything. So, but I think probably has a look shipping in. I think Tap It Quick is it did just break the maiden for Dallas Stewart, but Brian Hernandez-Ryan, we're going to talk about him in a minute too. But, one easy last out by 5 lengths, on the dirt at Fairgrounds in the 1 post here, which is just dream really for the most part. Going 6 furlongs, can break well, coming off the main. It's very tough to win, but fits here. I think really fits in this group, and I think can run a really, really good race. So I like the 1-5 there. You could put the 3 or 4 in third for me. I do like the 1-5. So And then in the try, you can put the 3 or the 4 underneath and play it really cheap. So you get, again, I think you get a good price on Tap It Quick. Race 4. So I looked at this race quite a bit and tried to have an opinion, and I'll tell you, I didn't. So I won't spend much time. I jumped around for the most part between the 1 and 7. It would be 7, 1, 5, 3 if I put them in any order. I think it's a very competitive stakes race. So race 5. So great. We'll talk about this one, and then we'll talk about race 7. And then I'm going to let you guys go. I didn't get a chance to look at the last 3 races, 8, 9, 10. So just FYI on that. I think Eye of the Pharaoh has a massive look here as a long shot. Would be the horse I'd put on top. And I think the 9 and 2 have big looks too, but we'll talk about them, all 3 of them. Eye of the Pharaoh, though. So, well, let's jump back here. So, you look, Highly Wicked has big look. Won 3 times at the distance. Eye of the Pharaoh's won once, and Boom and Bell won 3 times. So these are the 3 players. Scotty Picks, I think, have this race nailed. So from that perspective, but there's a lot of speed here in the 1 and the 4. I think it's cheap speed going 8. The speed has predominantly at times played different on the fairgrounds turf that I've seen. Speed was really bad early. Lately, you can win on the lead, but I don't think either of those horses for me, the 1 or the 4. I do think Highly Wicked can run up near the lead. I think has a look. Eye of the Pharaoh has been racing, lightly raced, 2 wins. Obviously showed talent for Steve to start the career at Louisiana Downs and at Fairgrounds. Then went in that turf race. Highly Wicked won that race. She didn't run. You can see that there. She ran 7. In the tempos, though. It broke fine and just didn't really run, but I would say still somewhat maybe figuring it out. Last out, you can see it looked to be on the wrong lead again from the tempos and didn't really break well last out. So we get some inside scratches. She shifted in the 6 post. I think she can set a dream stocking trip for Eye of the Pharaoh. I think has the ability to improve again, lightly raced. This is a very competitive stakes race. I mean, she's facing tougher is the biggest thing, right? So she's a 4-year-old lightly raced filly, so still trying to figure it out. Obviously, Highly Wicked, probably the class of the field, and Boom and Bell we'll talk about too. I think both fit here. Highly Wicked off short layoff did win that stakes race, stocking the pace and just got up, so that was a little bit okay. And then he went on a short layoff, but I think has a big look. And then Boom and Bell doesn't break well. J-Love been riding, racing that turf with Highly Wicked, lost to Highly Wicked 2 back. And I think just the problem with Boom and Bell is she needs a break and she struggles to break. Yeah, Bill, I love my long shot play of the day. Definitely on the 8 for sure. I put on top the win bet. I'm gonna play it. I'm not playing pick 5. I probably play some pick 3s and doubles early, like we talked about in those races. And then I'd probably play the exacta here, would be how I'd be playing my morning. And then I did not look in race 8, 9, 10, but we're going to talk about race 7. And then I'm going to let you guys go because I got to go to baseball practice and starts in 7 minutes. So I think Calico win bet. I think can wire the field. I think it's a great bet. I like the exacta with the 3, 7 underneath. It's a good value bet. I think you can beat the 6. Play the 6 in second, maybe the 3 and 7 in a try as a saver bet. So I do like the prices of the 3 or 7 underneath, but I think Calicoco for Shane Wilson, Florent Drew can wire the field. And we'll watch the race sim. If you're a new user, we have a race sim, help kind of project the pace with our pace number. I think can get loose on the lead. Shane Wilson also has Bohemian Star with maybe other speed here, and he's got them both. But I just think Flo going to get loose. And you can see here easily just kind of, goes gate to wire on the race sim. You can see the 7s closing. I think the 10 can even hit in the try here, right? I think the 3, 7, 6, 10, maybe the 11 even. A lot of these horses don't want dirt. So I'd be don't want turf. I'd be cutting many of these. So I think that you can get the trifecta, but I like the 1 on the win bet, and I like the exacta as well, and the trifecta. So that's how I would be looking at that. All right, I'm gonna let y'all go. It's good to be back, and and again, apologies. It's been a really busy week, and we'll be back tomorrow. Sunday card. I haven't looked at it yet, but should get a chance to start later. Have fun. Great racing today. Probably some of the best close to so far this year, I would say. Great card here at Fairgrounds, but they also have great racing, Gulfstream, Santa Anita, up at in New York as well. So have fun. Press your opinion. Chat soon.